Hi, folks. We're here in 1972. We're playing Game 3 of a best-of-7 series between the 1972 Pittsburgh Pirates and the 1972 Philadelphia Phillies. Right now, we join the game in progress. We're going to the top of the sixth. The Pirates lead the best-of-7 series 2-0, and right now it is 3-2 for Philadelphia Phillies. Tommy Hutton has scored all 3 runs. He's 3 through 3. Greg Lazinski is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs to lead the Phils. So let's just see how things are going to work out. Wayne Twitchell's on the mound for the Phillies, and his fatigue is about to come into control. And I'll just show you how to play Strat-o-Matic Baseball. What you're going to do, you're going to roll. I roll 4 dice to start. I'll just do that. And this is my 20-sided dice in case you have splits. You're going to read the red die and then the 2 white die. And what you're going to do is for the batter, Twitchell is a right-handed pitcher. So the batter, you're going to look at columns 1, 2, and 3. So that will be the red die. Right now it's a 6. So if it is a 6, you go to the pitcher's card. And Clemente bats right. So you're going to go 4, 5, 6 against a right-handed batter. So since it's a 6-7, we're going to ignore the batter cards because it's 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go 6 and down to 7. It's going to be a ground ball to second baseman X. So you're going to have to check the fielding rating of the Philadelphia Philly second baseman. And that at playing second base is Danny Doyle. And Doyle is a 2E14. So what you do in this circumstance is you re-roll the die. Now I'm going to keep my 10 here because I haven't used it yet. And Danny Doyle is a 2E14. So re-roll the dice. You're going to add these 3 together. And you're going to go to the defensive rate. So 2E14. And we're going to check the 20-sided die for the 10. So 2 down to the 10 is going to be a G1. And on E14, we're looking for a 9. We'll go across. We see nothing here. So I'll just bring you a little closer. So on the 2, we go down to a 10. You can see it's a G1. And on second base, E14, we're looking for a 9. If it was a 5, it'd be a rare play. 15, 16 would be an error. And 3 and 18 would be a 2-base error. Since it's none of those, it's going to be a ground out to second base. So Clemente will start it off by grounding out to second base. Not sure if you can see my score sheet or not. And that brings up Willie Stargell. So this time we'll be using left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter side. And here's our roll. It's going to put that aside for now. It's going to be a 6-10. So we go 6-10 against left-handed batter is going to be a strikeout. So Twitchell will strike out Willie Stargell and brings up Richie Hebner, and it's a 2-5. So Hebner is a 2-5, which is going to be a single. That horseshoe there signifies a clutch situation. So if it was in the clutch, he would have popped out. But it's not a clutch situation, so Richie Hebner is going to single to left field, and he's on. Pirates have a guy on. They're not going to hold him, and it brings up Al Oliver. And we have a 6-8. So we're going to go to the pitcher card. 6-8 would be a strikeout. The black dot on the pitcher's card represents if he's fatigued. So if he gives up 3 hits or 3 walks after the 6th inning, he would be tired. If he was tired, that would have been a base hit, a single. But it is not, so he strikes him out. So it's no runs and a base hit for the Pirates. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it is 3-2 for Philadelphia. Bob Moose is on the mound for the Pirates, and we have a 2-2. I'm going to go to the batter card. 2-2 is going to be ground to the shortstop. So there's 1 gone. That will bring up Don Money. Don Money is a 2-9. And a 2-9 is going to be a strikeout. So Money will strike out. There's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Phillies lead. They're down in the series. 1-7 is going to be a ground ball to the pitcher B. So Denny Doyle will ground out. That is all for the Phillies. No runs, no hits. We're going to the top of the 7th. 3-2 Twitchell against Manny Sanguian. We have a 6-8, so that will go to the pitcher card. And 6-8 is going to be a fly ball to center field B. So Manny Sanguian will fly out to center field. One gone. It will bring up Gene Alley. Here's the pitch. It is a 5-7. Alley bats right. 5-7 is a strikeout. There is 2 gone. It brings up Bob Moose. And I think we're going to look for a pinch hitter here in this situation. Pirates are down. And who are they going to bring in to pinch hit? I think what they're going to do is go with... I'm going to go with Milt May. So Milt May is going to come in and pinch hit for the pitcher. The pitcher has just a basic pitcher card. He's a 2, so you use pitcher card 2. And you'd see that on the pitcher card here. So this is his balk rating, wild pitch rating, air rating. This is his batting rating, so he's going to bat. He has weak power, bats right, and he is a number 2. So coming in is Milt May. Come in pitch hit here against Wayne Twitchell. He's pitching very well for the Phillies, holding the Pirates down. It's a 4-9. It's a left-handed batter, and 4-9 is a double. So Milt May will double to left field, and the Pirates have a guy on. So that is 1 fatigue. This is what I use for fatigue here. Once it gets to 3, you know he's fatigued. So Milt May is on. It brings up Dave Cash. Here comes the pitch. First thing we're going to check with guys on base on a 20-sided die. If it's a 1, we're going to check for a wild pitch. 2, we're going to check for a balk or a pass ball. So I'll roll that first. Doesn't work. And we have a 4-4. Dave Cash, 4-4. Grounder to the third baseman. Don Money is 2E11. So we're just going to roll these dice. We're going to do the same thing as before. So 2. Number 1, E11. On the 2, it's going to be a single. And a 5 is a rare play. So a rare play off a single 1. So you go over here with a runner on first base. Batter hits a line drive, which hits the runner. The runner is called out. Batter on first. The single, others hold. No runner on first. The batter hits a single. Runners advance 1 base. So he's not on first. May was on second, so he will go to third. So that is a second hit against Twitchell. Dave Cash will single. Bad break there. If it would have been a guy on base, we wouldn't be able to take him. We're going to get out of the inning, and we're just looking to the Philly bullpen right now. I think they want to take out Twitchell. That's his second. 1 more and he's tired. Doesn't have a great card against Vic Davalillo was coming up next for the Pirates. He's not a good clutch hitter. We may even want to pinch hit for him. He's a lefty. Pirates do have Max Scarce in the bullpen, but he gives up a lot of home runs. Chris Short, do they stick with Twitchell? Twitchell has an ERA of 4.06. They do have Randy Lurch. Scarce is their closer. Let's just see what else we have here in the bullpen. Yeah, tough decision here. I think they're going to come in with, and they got Clemente and Stargell coming up right after. If they bring in Scarce, you know Pittsburgh is probably going to bring in Rob Robertson. They got Randy Stennett. They got some good hitters. I think they don't want to bring in a lefty. So they are going to go with, I think, Bill Wilson. So Bill Wilson is going to come into the game for the Phils. Going to mark that off here. And, man, do we do a double switch here? No, we're just going to have, we have good defensive players here. So we're just going to bring Wilson in for Twitchell. And they're going to have a batter right now. So it's going to be Bill Wilson against Davalillo. Davalillo's terrible in the clutch. Do they bring in somebody else against the righty? Pirates don't have any other left-handed batters on the bench. They don't have a lot of clutch guys on the bench. This might be their best matchup. And we're going to keep it. So Davalillo against Bill Wilson. Here's the pitch. That's not a 2, a 5-4. So 5-4, catcher's X. So we're going to the catcher. Bob Boone is a 4E16. This could be bad news, folks. We're going to roll. So for number 8 is a PP. And Bob Boone is an E16. That's at the very bottom. And we rolled an 8. There is no errors there, so PP. He's going to pop it up to the catcher. So Davalillo does not come through in the clutch. Pops up to the catcher. No runs, 2 hits. They get out of trouble. And we'll just take Milk May out of the ball game. Coming into pitch. So Bob Moose would have to have left this ball game. Coming up and going to the top of the order for the Philadelphia Phillies. And coming into pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates is going to be, I think, Ramon Hernandez, Dave Justy, Bob Miller. I think they're going to bring in... Yeah, let's bring in Ramon Hernandez. So Ramon Hernandez is coming in for the Pirates. And here we go. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bill Wilson is up first. Are we going to pinch hit for him? They don't have a real deep bullpen. Clemente, Stargell, Hebner. I think maybe leave Wilson in. Who would you put in to hit? No, they're going to bring in Joe Liss. So Joe Liss is going to pinch hit. Wilson will leave the ball game. And Philly's looking to get that extra run. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. It is a 5, number 7. Liss is going to strike out. So he will strike out against Ramon Hernandez. Here comes Larry Boa. He's up next. 2, number 8. 2, number 8 is going to be 1. It's a 6 on the 20-sided die. It is a triple. Larry Boa triples to the gap. Man on third. They got to bring infield in the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 Phillies. Phillies trying to get back in the series. Tommy Hutton is 3 for 3. Pirates don't have any left-handed arms in the bullpen. Hernandez, infield is in. And we have a 5, number 2. So 5-2 is a ground ball to second base. So let's just see what's going to happen here. Ground ball to second. That is going to go to Dave Cash. He's a 2E8. So we bring out the fielding chart. And we roll at 2, number 19. That's a G1. E8 is going to be an 11, and there's nothing there. So G1 with the infield in, we'll just take a look at the chart. So there's G1, and infield in, the runner on third, it says batter. And for the batter, it says batters out, runners advance only if forced. So he was not forced. The batter's out, so it's a 6-3. There's 1 gone. Sorry, there's 2 gone, and it brings up Willie Montanez in a clutch situation here. This isn't a 1-2, 3-10. It's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. So Boa triples, but they cannot get him in. No runs, a base hit. We're going to the 8th inning, and Philly's got to bring in somebody. We got Clemente, Stargell, and Hebner coming up. Now remember, back in 72, you could bring a guy in for 1 batter. I think they're going to bring in Barry Lersch. So Lersch is going to come in for the Phillies to face Clemente here in the 8th. 3-2 Phils. Here comes the pitch. It is a 3, number 7, and it's a 1-5, but we rolled a 7 in the 20 die. It is a ground ball, third base. So Lersch gets Clemente. Now we do bring in Scarce. He can only go 2 innings just to get Stargell, Hebner, and Oliver. I think we are. We're going to bring in... you know what? We're going to let him go one more. Yeah, we're going to let him go one at a time here. Here's the pitch. And where'd that dice go? We have a 3, number 6. So 3-6. It is going to be a walk. So he walks him. And we're going to bring in Max Scarce. We're not going to play around anymore with the Phils. Stargell is on. Richie Hebner is the batter. Good power against the lefty. So Max Scarce is coming in. So we had Wilson come in first. Then we had Lersch. Now we have Scarce. Phillies trying to hang on, stay in this series. Here comes the pitch to Willie Hebner, or Richie Hebner. It is a 6, number 4, going to the pitcher card. 6-4 is ground ball to the shortstop X. So it's hit to Larry Boa, who's a 1E10, which is pretty good. And a 1, number 8 is a G1. And E10 for a shortstop. We're looking at a 9. There's nothing there. So G1 on the chart is going to be a double play with a runner on first. So double play 4-3. That is all for the Pirates. Max Scarce gets Hebner to hit into a double play. No runs, no hits. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Hernandez to face Greg Lazinski, who's been a big power man for the Phillies today. 5, number 7. It is a strikeout. There is 1 gone. So Hernandez gets Lazinski. Bill Robinson is up next. We have a 2, number 8, Robinson. 2-8 is a ground out to shortstop. There's 2 gone. Bob Boone is up for the Phillies. There's the pitch, a 3-8. 3-8 is a single. So Bob Boone smokes one into left field, and they have a man on. Boone not a threat to steal. Brings up Don Money for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. This is not a 1 or a 2. So a 4-10. We got to go to the pitcher's card this time. 4-10 is going to be a walk to Don Money. So Ramon Hernandez started to get in a little bit of trouble here. Just his 2nd inning, so he's not going to be on the fatigue chart. You can see here, this is their fatigue rating. Start of the 3rd inning is when he starts fatigue. He's still in the 2nd, so he's fine. So Don Money walks. Bob Boone singles. It is going to bring up Danny Doyle is going to be the next batter. Here comes the pitch. Oh, we have a 1, which is a possible wild pitch. So wild pitch for Hernandez. He's a 2, so I got to roll a 2 or a 1. It's not a wild pitch, so we'll go to the other result, which is a 2-5, and a 2-5 is a ground out to short. That is the end of the inning. No runs and a base hit for the Phils. We're going to the bottom of the or top of the 9th. 3-2 Philly. Max Scarce on the mound against Al Oliver. Oliver hits lefties, so we're going to leave him in there. Here comes the first pitch. Philly's trying to get in this series. 4-6, and he walks him. Max Scarce will walk Al Oliver to start the inning. And he's on Oliver speed, 1-14, brings up Manny Sanguian. Manny's going to hit away. Oops, sorry about that. All psyched up about it. It's going to be a 4-9 and another walk. So Max Scarce has now walked 2 batters in a row. Phillies could be in trouble here. It brings up Gene Alley, not a strong hitter. We're looking to get a pinch hitter in here. We got Randy Stennett. I think Stennett is going to come hit for... We also have Gene Kleins, who's got great stick against lefties. Yeah, it's going to be Gene Klein's coming in. Actually, if we leave Stennett in there, he can play short. And he'll, oh no, Jack here. Yeah, I think we'll bring in Rennie Stennett. Maybe we'll have Gene Klein's hit for the pitcher. So Rennie Stennett is coming in to hit for Ali. Bottom of the inning. And in terms of fatigue, since it's a save situation, that is the second one. Max Scarce has got 2 dots. So that is the second situation. So he is tired. And what do we have in here? We don't have a lot of guys that can save for the Phillies. Scarce against Stennett. We can bring in Brandon Bucky. Maybe we shouldn't have brought in Lurch. Bad managing by me. And we got Bucky, Brandon. Or do we leave Scarce in there? We're going to leave him in there for one more. Brandon's not that great. Scarce is the loser. He is fatigued, however. Here comes the pitch to Rennie Stennett, 1 number 10. And 1 number 10 is a ground ball A, which is a double play. So we're going to have 1-6, 1-6-3. And Al Oliver will go to third base. It is going to bring up the pitcher, Ramon Hernandez. He will not hit. It is a clutch situation. Gene Klein's not the best in a clutch situation, but he is going to be the batter here to pinch hit against Max Scarce. Do you bring him in, or now do maybe you bring in Bucky Brandon? I think Scarce is going to try and finish it off. Here we go. Klein's against Max Scarce. Maybe they walk him to get to Cash. Cash is not very good in clutch situations. Either is. You don't want to put the winning run on. We're just going to go for it. Here we go against Klein's. 2, number 4. It is a ground ball to shortstop. That is the end of the ball game, folks. No runs, no hits. The Phillies will win game 3 by a score of 3-2. Greg Lazinski, the big hero. Max Scarce survives a bit of a scare in the 9th inning, and the Phillies win it 3-2. That is game 3 from 1972.